Welcome everybody to the Rise Zone. We in the zone. And today I'm gonna be talking about the rap groups that I was in through the years, through this music journey. The first rap group I was in, this was when I was in high school. And those that have seen my series, the 10 Things You Don't Know About Rise X, I talked about this in that series in part 2. So you can get more info on that. You can check that out. It's on my YouTube channel. You know what I'm saying? Basically, the group I was in during that time, it was called the Snipers. Now, that group consisted of myself, Slug, Sly, Bop, and Dex. He was the founder and leader of the group, Dex. They were all Spanish cats. You know what I'm saying? I was the only black nigga in the group, you know what I'm saying? So, but we vibe well, regardless, you know what I'm saying? And, long story short, basically what happened was, we formed around, like, I would say, junior, senior year of high school. And we did, like, a lot of, songs together and stuff. Like, we actually had, like, a compilation CD that we was gonna drop and stuff like that, like after we graduated high school, but it just never panned out. And we performed at our high school. I went to LaGuardia High School in Manhattan. We performed there after we had graduated, like in the fall of '03. But the show really didn't go according to plan. Like, I remember the mic stopped working for my dude Slugs, and like the crowd really wasn't into it. Like I don't know, I felt like I wasn't feeling a good vibe from the audience, you know what I'm saying? Like, niggas was on some like standoffish type funny style shit, I felt, you know what I'm saying? So but we did our thing or whatever the case may be. I was just a hype man. I didn't spit no verses, you know what I'm saying? But my man Slugs was like the one that was really rapping up there. Like, I was just like a hype man on stage. So the next group that I was in, and the thing is that group, we disbanded because during that time period, it was just like after we graduated, we just like lost contact. Things happen, you know what I'm saying? You grow out of things, grow out of people, you start finding your true self and shit like that. And you go to college, marriage, kids, if you have that stuff, you meet new friends or whatever the case may be. And then we just lost contact, you know what I'm saying? So it just wasn't meant to be, you know what I'm saying? But it was fun while it lasted. It was a dope experience, you know what I'm saying? But what up to all y'all if y'all watching this, you know what I'm saying? But the second group I was in was called, it was more of like a label. Like, we was trying to do a label. It was called Shmash Records. Smash. This was with my dude, my bro Mike Books, Smacky, McGee, Bandit Z, Pack the Kid, he's a producer, and I think it was somebody else, but it was like 4 of us. But it was like we was trying to do like a label, like I was like the elder statesman of the group. They was some of them I believe was in high school at the time still, and then some of them had just graduated high school, so they was the young bucks, you know what I'm saying? This group was around, this was around probably 2011ish, around that time, 2010, 11ish, that we formed this. So this was in the Bronx and shit, like by Mount Eden, like Cedric, PJs, around that area. So we did like, I produced a lot of beats for these cats, man, like for Mike Books, Bandit Z and stuff like that. At the time, my main man was Mike Books. I was producing for him at the time. And you could check out those tracks which appeared on the Truth Hurt mixtape, which dropped in 2012, I believe. So you could check that out. And Bandit Z, I produced for him later on, as you may have seen, like a couple years ago. What's the joint called? The Realm. That joint. Karmic Realm. Lado produced like 4 or 5 cuts off there, I believe, from that album, you know what I'm saying? So But yeah, basically getting back to the, to not get off topic. Basically, what happened was, yeah, we just it didn't work out because we just lost contact. It was just different life paths that, see, I was older. I was already in the real world. See, they were just sort of starting out. So they had more time to kind of mess around and like see, you know what I'm saying? Like, oh, what works, what doesn't work. But see, I was already I was probably like what 25, 26 at that time. So I was already out there. You know what I'm saying? So like I was kind of like hoping that it would pop off because I was kind of like that. So but it just didn't work out, you know what I'm saying? And you know, they had other different life paths that, you know, God, I guess, put them in. You know, but now the third group was the Brothahood, and this group was we was like a 3-man group. It consisted of myself, So Sick, and Rel Reels, aka Ambition. And you probably heard them on my album X Marks the Rise, XOX, Excelling on Excellence, and It's the Rise EP. You know what I'm saying? And Exonerated. So Sick was on that. So basically, the group we formed around 2012-13. And we didn't really last, we lasted probably to like 2014, I believe, 15. I would guess, but probably 14. So about 2-3 years. So basically, we was all around the same age. So Sick was a little older, but like he was like the older brother of the clique. You know what I'm saying? So like basically, we had really good chemistry. We was all on like the same page with like the rhymes. We had like, you know, like lyrics, top song concepts, and a lot of these songs, it's just like we was doing a lot of this stuff on the this was during the computer mic days, so a lot of this stuff was done on a computer mic on like a laptop. So I was just learning how to mix and shit. So you know what I mean? So I really wasn't together the way I am now, you know what I'm saying? So we was gonna do like a group album, but it just didn't pan out. Like we did probably about like over 10 songs. And some of those songs appeared on my albums, this was all during the computer mic days, which was Atomically Bomb MCs and Relax Your Mind, which those was on It's the Rise EP, which dropped in 2016. And what was the other shit? X Marks the Rise Legacy. So that's where those songs. But those was actually supposed to, the two that was on It's the Rise was supposed to appear on the group album. It's a few songs that I still got in the archives that we did that I don't know, I have to re-listen to them and shit, you know what I'm saying? But yeah, the reason why we disbanded was that we just as I said, we was older around that time. So Sick was already in his like early 30s, I think. I was like 26, like mid 20s, mid to late 20s, like 26, 27, 28, 29. Rel was about the same age as me. So like we were all in like different life paths and journeys, you know what I'm saying? They had seeds already, and girls, like they were Rel, I believe, was he was like in a relationship and shit. So they was in different life paths. So like it was rare if we was all like in the same room together at the same time. You know, for me, I didn't have no seed, and I still don't, or like no relationship. So I was just, I had a job, full-time job. So my time was kind of or my days off or after work, I would be trying to go, you know, to Soul's house to do you know, record and freestyle and shit like that. But yeah, like, you know, we just like life just got in the way. Like, I mean, my life is in a totally different space. I've grown, I've evolved. I'm not the same guy that I was back then, you know. So like, I look at time differently now. I value time now more. So I wouldn't just be chilling in somebody's crib for the whole day, you know what I'm saying, unless it's about something. But yeah, but like yeah, you know, so those were the 3 groups. This was a long one, but like those were like the 3 groups that I was in. throughout the years. So you know what I mean? But there you have it. Zone out.
I'm just sitting here thinking, zoning, my thoughts roaming on a tangent, but check it, still sharp and still and heels clicking heels off to see the